Such comments do not help anyone, especially those who are trapped in Gaza. They have no relief from the bombings, at least not yet. The temporary truce has been delayed. Reports say the Mossad chief traveled to Qatar. Now, Qatar, we know, is mediating between Hamas and Israel. Today, they announced a new date for the ceasefire, tomorrow, 7 a.m. local time. But this delay is raising fresh concerns as well. Will this fragile truce in Gaza hold? Our next report explores.
Tanks are still rolling on the streets of Gaza. These are Israeli soldiers. They're carefully monitoring their targets and launching new attacks with some help from their colleagues in the skies. Today, Israel dropped hundreds of bombs like these. One of the targets was Rafah. The airstrike left the home of a teacher in ruins.
We woke up this morning. We just woke up and found that they targeted the house of this UNRWA teacher. Why is Israel targeting him with missiles? Don't you know it's just a teacher and his children? A whole area is completely eradicated with 3 F-16 missiles. Why are you all silent? You in Algeria, you in Russia, all of you. Why are you all silent?
But these voices were drowned out by the noise of more bombs dropping from the sky. A ceasefire was supposed to kick in today at 10 a.m. local time, but it has been delayed. A meeting in Doha was supposed to break the impasse. David Barnea, the director of Mossad, is Israel's lead negotiator. Yesterday, he arrived in Qatar to tie up some loose ends. Israel and Hamas have been talking through Qatar for days now. Negotiations have been dragging on for weeks. Earlier this week, there were reports of a breakthrough, but it's yet to be implemented on the ground. So what's holding up the ceasefire in Gaza? Some last-minute details are yet to be ironed out, like which hostage the Hamas will release and how. The militant group has promised to free at least 50 hostages. Most of them are Israeli. They were taken during the terror attack on October 7th. Israel is releasing at least 150 Palestinian prisoners and allowing up to 300 trucks into Gaza that will carry humanitarian aid. On paper, this seems like a fair deal, but the locals think this truce is on shaky ground. They want a permanent ceasefire.
We don't want this. We want a truce for a lifetime. We want our lives to be like all the other countries where our children can play normally and to continue our lives without fighting. We just want a life without war. We've had enough of war.
Israeli forces are still active on the ground, and that's driving the apprehensions of Gazans. Amid the talk of truce, Israel is intensifying its operations on the ground. Their focus remains on the Al-Shifa hospital. Today, Israel's military captured this man, Mohammed Abu Salmiya, the director of Al-Shifa. Israel says Salmiya was giving refuge to the Hamas in the hospital. Israeli forces put out a video too. It shows a new tunnel equipped with a bathroom, kitchen and air conditioning. Israel says this tunnel is under the Al-Shifa hospital. The video had a message for all Gazans.
If the agreement will occur, we will cease our fire. We will be in our positions. We will be ready. We will let and free our hostages. We have a moral obligation for our hostages, but when we bring them back, we go on and we defeat Hamas. We'll fight Hamas, we'll take Hamas down.
Qatar says the truce will kick in tomorrow. The fighting will pause in the morning, and the first set of hostages will be released in the afternoon. Gazans are likely facing a night without sleep.